Ever wondered what happened when I took the leap to learn how to ride a bike? Brace yourself for an unforgettable adventure. Join me, my curious companion, and let's embark on an exhilarating journey through my world. You see, all my friends already knew how to ride a bike. They zipped around the neighborhood, their hair blowing in the wind, while I watched from the sidelines, feeling like a fish out of water. I was determined to join the bike riding club, but there was just one problem. I didn't want any help from anyone. Nope, I was convinced that I could conquer the world of bikes all by myself. One sunny morning, I found an old bicycle tucked away in our garage. It looked a little beaten up, with its rusty handlebars and a tire that desperately needed some air. But hey, it was perfect for my mission. I decided it was time to face my fears and show everyone, especially myself, that I could do it alone. So there I was, pushing that rickety old bike into our yard. I took a deep breath, mounted the saddle with all the confidence of a future Tour de France champion, and pushed off. That's when reality hit me like a ton of bricks. It was anything but smooth sailing. I wobbled, teetered, and tottered around the yard, yelling at the bike like it had personally offended me. "Why can't you just cooperate?" I screamed, my voice echoing through our peaceful backyard. But the bike remained silent, as if it had its own secrets to keep. My frustration grew with each failed attempt. I toppled over, tangled myself in the pedals, and even ended up in a flower bed once. Tears streamed down my face, and I couldn't help but throw a mini temper tantrum right there in our yard. "I hate this stupid bike," I shouted to the skies. Hours passed, and the sun began its descent. I was exhausted, both physically and emotionally. That's when I decided I'd had enough. I left the bike in the yard and stormed into the house, my cheeks still flushed from frustration. But little did I know that my mom had been watching me the entire time. She had seen my struggle, heard my cries, and observed my stubborn determination to do it all on my own. She knew it was time to step in. As I sulked in my room, there was a gentle knock on the door. Mum walked in, her kind eyes filled with understanding. She sat beside me and said, "Marni, it's okay to ask for help. Everyone struggles when they try something new. It's part of learning. You don't have to do it alone." I sniffled and looked up at her, finally realizing that maybe, just maybe, I didn't have to be the Lone Ranger in my bike riding quest. "But I wanted to do it by myself," I mumbled. Mom smiled and hugged me tightly. "I know, sweetie, but sometimes asking for help is the bravest thing you can do. We're a team, you and I. Let's learn to ride that bike together." The next morning, I woke up with a newfound enthusiasm. Mom and I headed out to the yard where the bike sat, patiently waiting for me. This time, though, I was ready to accept help. Mum held onto the back of the bike, stabilizing it as I pedaled furiously. It was still a struggle, but somehow, it felt different. I didn't feel frustrated or alone. With each passing hour, I got better. I could balance for a few seconds, then a few more, and eventually, I could ride on my own. The wind in my hair, the freedom beneath my tires, it was the most incredible feeling in the world. By the time the evening sun dipped below the horizon, I was riding solo. I waved triumphantly to my mum, who was beaming with pride. I had done it, and I hadn't done it alone. So, my dear friends, what can we learn from my bike adventure? Well, it's this. It's okay to ask for help when you're facing something new and challenging. We don't have to be superheroes who do everything on our own. Sometimes, a little help from someone who cares about us can make all the difference in the world. Life is full of ups and downs, just like learning to ride a bike. It's perfectly normal to stumble and fall. But remember, with a little help and a lot of determination, you can conquer anything, even your wildest two-wheeled dreams. So, don't be afraid to ask for a hand when you need it, and never give up on your adventures, no matter how bumpy the road may be.